Welcome back to Invest Today, and you're watching a chart reading on the Nasdaq 100. So it's September 30th today, 2024, and we're going to jump right into this chart here. First of all, I just want to show you here, we're in the one-day chart here, okay? I don't know if you caught that last video, but I noticed that since 2023, obviously hit the bottom there, double bottomed January 2023, and has been pretty well going parabolic since then. It corrected a little bit here. June and September of 2023 had a bit of a correction, June to September, and then took off there in that October month, took off to a new all-time high actually of 18,551, and then corrected from there, basically took all the bit of the gap ups and then took those gapped it down under the 100 moving average. But you can see 3 times here, 1, 2, and then of course 3 times, and then actually 4 times bouncing off the 200 moving average. Okay, so back here just bouncing off the 100 moving average, looking like it was going to come down to the 200 but didn't. So that was very bullish for the market and took the market to an all-time high level right there of 20,000, basically 21,000. So what I see today is the exact same thing going on basically right here. Okay, so you can see that stretch here after COVID went to all-time high right there, 16,732, and then coming down and hitting all of its moving averages, except for the 365 here. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind, that the 365 has not been touched, okay, on the one day since 2008. All right, since the 2008 crisis. That's the last time the 365 was in play. Do I think the 365 is in play again? I absolutely do. And the reason is because this is, by the way, the 365 is down here. And that, my friends, would wipe the market out all the way back to its 2023 level, back to 11,569. Now, I don't want to be the bear of all bears, because I know that the market's going to run up a bit, but I do know with 2 parabolic run-ups after another consecutively, there will be a major correction. Okay, a major correction. Okay, so this right here, essentially, after it topped out at 16.5 back in 2021, corrected 36%. Okay, so if we take that correction and we assume that this is the top here, okay, just like that, we assume that's the top. We take this same size fallout to the same size parabolic run it had, we would be down here at a correction level 14,649. Okay, that would bring this 365 moving average up to here, 200 moving average here, okay? And essentially these would start turning over, all right? So we haven't seen any turnover yet. You can see turnover here, turnover here, turnover here, and price falling with the turnover. I can definitely see the exact same thing going on while the market is 100% bullish, that it continues to rise up and probably knock this all-time high out. Okay, and continue to run up and run up and run up, basically to price discovery. I think that it's going to have more legs than this run up after COVID, because the liquidity in the market has just begun. Rate cutting has started. There's an election on the way, so I do think there's a lot of run up. Now, I don't know how much run up. It could be pretty parabolic, but like I said, with all the parabolic run up, it will come down, and it will probably, for the first time in 20 years or you know, 15, 16 years, it's going to test this moving average down here. And the moving average, okay, is moving parabolic up there. Could it test one of these major supports or even the bottom of the breakout? Absolutely. Absolutely, it can. So the Nasdaq could come all the way down to its low right there of 10,000 before it took off. Okay, 10,566 before it took off back in 23. So it could, after it tops out, there is a good chance that the market could hammer down like you've never seen before. Just on the day trend here, I see the market going. So obviously it's going up, but it needs to consolidate. So it'll probably consolidate back under 20,000 before pushing up. And if it does continue to push up, well, guess what? It's going to push right up to that. Let's go to the hour here. You can see here supports came up and then broke down and back onto the support. Okay. So it needs to break over 20,640 in order to get to that all-time high. And it needs to break over 20,500. In the bearish part of it, if we were to go on the 4-hour and it would drop, it probably won't drop much lower than where it's already at here because there's a lot of support. So 19,831 and could even be seeing 19,400 before moving up, retesting these. Okay, and if it does fall below this mark right here, 18,343, I'm almost certain that it's going to start turning around and weakening the market, and we're going to be testing these lower, these higher lows that we've made. Okay, and then ultimately coming down to $10,433 to retest that. And that would be a major correction. But I can't see anything stopping this thing right now because, like I said, the markets are bullish and they're remaining bullish. So it's going to keep going. So I hope this video has helped. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.